And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. It is a Thursday, the 11th of December.
Yep.
It's the only way I can keep up with the days. If I do this every day. You know when you go...
Announce the day?
Yes.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't up loud enough. I'm surprised.
Isn't that amazing? Because usually I over.
I know as the show goes on, you get louder, and I keep pulling it down, and you get louder and louder.
I have a lot of inflection in my voice.
Inflection?
Yes, there's the ups and the downs, and the highs and the lows, and the louds and the softs.
And you're always...
And I'm all over the
doing
place.
the up thing all the time. Up.
When I get excited, you know it.
Yes.
In my voice.
And then...
Well, I love that we have some background verbiage. It always makes for an interesting opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
I can have to give you more if you want.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
You want more?
No, we're good.
Okay. All right.
Did you have any weird dreams last night, Dan?
I don't know. Don't think so.
Oh.
I think I dream every night. But I wake up. I don't know if you feel this way or not, but when you have a dream, you wake up and you have a feeling about that dream. And it's a different feeling every time. It's a new feeling. For me, it is.
I don't. Very rarely do I remember a dream.
You don't remember dreams?
If I dream, I don't remember it.
You ever dream in color?
No.
I have.
And the only time I can count on dreaming, well, the only time I can recall really dreaming is when I'm hot.
Oh,
when it's too hot at night, I'll dream either about snakes or falling.
Snakes are falling?
Yeah.
Well, you go online and look at the interpretations of a dream. Mm-hmm. And snakes are I think, and people have talked about this before, people have had dreams, they looked them up, and they said they dream about snakes. They're unable to organize their life. There's always something going on. Yeah, snakes have something to do with that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And you've never dreamed
it's
in color.
But it's periodic, too, so maybe it's at a very unorganized time.
Well, I think it's your...
But it's also getting hot, because I have bad dreams when I'm too hot at night,
right.
But whatever.
I always have a reoccurring dream that I'm in a crowded I'm in a group of people and it's crowded.
Okay.
And as a young person, I used to chew tobacco. Uh-huh. That's what you did in the South. Right. You chew tobacco. And I have this reoccurring dream that I'm in a room and I have tobacco in my mouth and people are asking me questions and I can't answer because it's...
Do you think that has something to do with you being stifled at some point?
I don't know. It's just
how odd.
I think you have dreams about the things that you don't want to happen to you in real life.
See, that was maybe a sign that you should stop chewing tobacco.
Yeah,
right
well,
there.
that was
it
when I
made
was
you
in
speechless, and it could have made you speechless if you developed cancer from it.
Well, absolutely.
By golly.
Yeah.
Know.
Back in those days, everybody smoked and chewed, and
it was cool.
I guess
back when it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I was 20, 21 or 22, it was like, I'm done with all this. So, and I quit.
Well.
It was hard. Now, you smoked for a while, didn't you?
I did.
Did you smoke cigarettes for a while?
Yeah. In my younger years. Yeah.
Yeah. They say if you never start smoking until you're an adult, you won't pick up the habit.
I can see
if
where
you
that's
start
probably,
later, yeah.
Especially, yeah.
But the tobacco industry knows that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yes, they do. Wow, Dan.
Yeah.
That was a dreamless night.
Here
we are on this Thursday.
I slept pretty good.
Okay, because I was going to ask.
I used to sleep really good all the time, but for some reason here in the last 2 or 3 years, I just don't.
You didn't wake up at 3?
I woke up at 5 today.
Did you just stay awake?
Yeah, pretty much.
Try to go back to sleep.
Yeah, if I can get 4 hours of continuous sleep, I'm good.
Tell that to a new mom.
Yeah.
I was visiting with my daughter-in-law last night, and she's like, well, the night, he's awake during the night.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Me too.
You accommodate the child. You make sure the diaper's nice and dry, and they got their, well, when I was raising children, you put the plastic panties on them, or the
yes, I know.
Yes,
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you do.
Did you do cloth diapers?
Oh, yeah.
And then you had to put a plastic thing over that
Yes.
so that the diaper
So it
got
wouldn't
wet.
leak
It
through,
wouldn't
yeah.
leak through.
So you make sure that they're right, and then you lay them down, and you rock them or talk to them or whatever it takes to get them to sleep. And then you tiptoe out of the room, and you get in bed, and you have that anticipation that they're not asleep yet.
Yeah.
And you wake up a time or two, and you wake up, and you fall asleep a little bit, and you wake up and go, are they okay?
Right.
I don't hear them.
I know.
So you go in and you check on him, and okay, he's breathing.
You don't sleep.
No.
Because of that. You can't sleep. I didn't ever probably deep sleep. He's an active sleeper, so when he sleeps, a lot of times he's making a lot of racket and moving around a lot. And Stephanie looked it up, and she said it's called active sleeping, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just he'll make noises. So I'm sure even when he is, she said he sleeps so much better, of course, when you're right there with him.
Oh, of course. And then if you get used to that, then they can't sleep without you being there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So you're having a good time with the grandchild.
I am. I got to spend some time with him last night. Yes.
Well, good.
Very much.
Good. Yeah. Well, this is Thursday, and I think we've got some rain coming in on the weekend.
Well, it does look like it, Dan.
Yeah, it looks like sunny today, though. High 58. Southwest winds gusting up to 25 again. It's going to be a little windy at times. Increasing clouds for the overnight low is 39. And then Friday, mostly cloudy with a high of 55. And Friday night, low 43 with that rain coming in. It looks like
Friday
it's going
night.
to be 80% for Friday evening. And you want to pick it up on Saturday?
And Saturday is a continued chance of rain, but this is 90%, high of 58 Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 39. And then on into Sunday, it looks to be a pleasant day at a high of 61. And then Sunday night, we have showers back in the forecast and mostly cloudy with a low of 47. Showers will remain likely on Monday, 70% chance, and the high of 63 Monday night, 32. Tuesday and Wednesday are in the 50s, and Tuesday nights in the 30s. There you have it.
And then, can I do Wednesday?
Oh, if I didn't do it, I did.
You didn't do Wednesday.
Well, I lumped it in with Tuesday. But you go ahead and do Wednesday, please.
Well,
Dan.
Wednesday's got a 20% chance of showers with a high of 50.
You feel better now?
I just want to participate.
Do you feel? Well, you gave it to me really early, so I just took it.
I know. Kind of hogged it.
I did. Did you want me to switch back to you at the end?
No. You can do it all if you want.
I don't want to do it all.
So we have another author.
We do.
A phone interview.
Mary Jo Huff.
And she looks.
I was going to look something up on her.
I got a picture I'll put up here.
She looks adorable. She writes children's books.
Does she look
and don't
like
you
she
think
would
they're
be
going
the
to
life
be
of a
fun?
party?
They will be fun. I bet they're fun.
Yeah.
Little books.
We're going to have her coming on a little bit after the 9:15 mark.
Yeah.
And she should be very interesting.
We will have a phone interview with her.
Now, I only have one book to show, but she's written several, right?
Yeah.
And I think her fascination is with children. And we'll find out.
I would say so.
Where that comes
She'd
from.
be like the perfect nanny person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's all over Goodreads. Okay, cool.
What is Goodreads?
It's just it's an app that I use to go and research authors, and also I can see if I'm friends with people, if they've read it, and you can mark things in there that you want to read or that you've read, especially if you're in a book club.
So
it's kind of a nice way. But you get a research on what the synopsis is plus the author.
You basically want a free book. If they've got the book, they've read it. And can I read it? Is that what you do?
No, that's not really necessarily. I don't want to read some of the stuff that people put on there, but it's a good way to research. You can go to Amazon and read some stuff too, but you can read about the author, and I like it. So Goodreads, there you are. There's your plug. Please send me some money.
How about some topic to ponders?
Let's do it.
Or topics to.
This one
How about
was
a
easy.
topic to ponder?
This one was easy.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay. Thursday's topic to ponder is, what is your favorite dessert?
Probably chocolate brownies.
Chocolate brownies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the ooey gooey brownies, or do you like them?
No, I gooey.
Like them?
I just look at the gooey.
You like them the gooeys?
Yeah, the gooey.
I like several
Like?
favorite desserts.
Okay. No, the question is,
Okay.
what is your favorite dessert?
Okay.
Then you can elaborate.
All right. German chocolate cake.
Okay.
The way my mother made it.
Oh,
She always made it
moms.
with. She always made it with double icing.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever done that when making a cake? Of course.
Yeah.
Homemade icing.
Yeah. But she made, some German chocolate cakes have nuts and stuff on them, brown and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She made it the whole cake was yellow looking.
Really?
It was yellow. It had
Maybe she used yellow
eggs.
instead of chocolate.
Well, it was. I know she put eggs in it, and she put coconut,
Right.
and then whatever else that she put in. But she didn't do it to make it look like it had nuts or whatever. It was all just the
Okay.
coconut and the yellow. It was a
The
yellow.
ooey gooey good stuff.
Oh my gosh! And it was just so good.
Does Kelly make it for you?
Um,
Or has she ever tried?
not that way. And I don't know that I have a.
You
have
probably
the
don't really have a recipe.
I don't
Yeah.
think, but she's got a couple sisters that are still living.
You need to find out.
I need to find that out.
Yeah, you do.
And I know that I think that they sent me the recipe, to be honest with you.
Here's what you need to do with that recipe. There's places that will make tea towels with the recipes on them.
Oh, that's
And you
cool.
will have it as a keepsake.
That'll be cool. That would be cool.
Kelly, this is a great stuff.
Last minute Christmas item.
Last minute Christmas item. I don't know
That'd
if
be a
they
good
could get
idea.
a turnaround.
That'd
time.
be a good idea. And then
But it's
you-
a great idea.
well, and if you could, wow, what a personalized
I
gift,
need that for
you know?
something. I have one that I want on a.
There you go. If you have a mother or grandmother that had a specific recipe, and if you could even, it would be even cool if you had her handwriting on a.
Yes,
recipe
people have done
card.
that on the recipe. I mean, I've
That'd
seen
be
those that
cool.
way too.
Yeah, that'd be.
But
very
I
cool.
have one that's Anne's orange cake because that's what my grandma called it and what
Yeah.
she made for me every birthday.
Was her name Ann?
No, I am.
Oh, well, shouldn't it be her? Shouldn't it be her?
No,
name?
because it was made for me.
Oh, okay.
So I got the
What was her name?
Doris Whitaker.
Should be Doris's special recipe.
It was her, but I don't know. But she put
Yeah.
it Anne's orange cake. So
Okay.
now here you are, 60-something years later, trying to change the name of my cake. But Richard has taken that upon himself. I get it once a year, and he makes
Oh, well,
it.
good.
For
Oh,
my
he
birthday.
makes it.
And extra icing, but it's yeah, it's good. But it's not chocolate.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
chocolate was my
Yeah.
go-to.
Okay.
Anyway,
What other desserts do you like this time of year?
maybe pecan pie a little.
I like
and
pecan pie.
cheesecake.
Have you ever had vinegar pie?
I have.
It's just without the pecans on it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And I've had, my grandma used to make like lemon chess pies. She used to make pies.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
make, I don't make pies.
I like pies better than cakes.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I like the cakes because then, especially the iced, of course, an iced cake. But you can eat. I can go get a big scoop of the icing and a little bitty piece of cake with it. That's how I eat my cake, and I don't mind throwing a little bit of that cake away.
Well, okay. All right. There used to be a dessert that they made, and it was very, very rich. I cannot remember the name of it. But every
Sorry.
time we'd go to a Christmas party, someone would make it, and
Okay.
it had chocolate in it, it had coconut in it, it maybe had some nuts in it, but it was cut that thick, but it was really, really, really. I can't remember the name of it, but I'd love to try that again. I haven't tried that for 15 years.
You like banana bread?
It's okay.
I made banana bread last night.
Yeah, but that's not wouldn't be a favorite. My
No,
favorite
it
would
wouldn't
be
be a
the
favorite.
decadent, rich desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, we'll go to our Facebook
hey,
page.
I need to
What is your
apologize.
favorite?
I need to apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, the top. I don't have it written here. What was the topic to ponders yesterday? Do you remember? It was about an expensive,
all off.
can't remember now.
And I took it. I'll find it, but
I know what it is.
we owe an apology to
Yes.
someone who.
The
As-
yesterday's was what expensive meal item is totally overrated?
That was a question, but what
Yes.
got translated onto our Facebook page was incorrect.
Something totally. What was on the Facebook page was what expensive is totally overrated.
And you are so right. Whoever called us out and
Yes.
said, this is, it should be worded this way. You are 100% correct.
Yes, she is.
But we didn't realize at the time that the wrong one was up
I
on our
didn't know
Facebook
the wrong
page.
one was up, and
We thought the right one was.
And she was very correct in saying
She was.
You guys messed up.
She was very 100%.
You didn't write it to where it was.
So we're trying to rectify that,
Yeah, anyway, we're sorry. We apologize for that.
And if you're not listening, I'm sorry. You still get an apology.
Okay. We got to do some history.
I know, man. We're like running behind here.
We are.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
All of a sudden, I saw this flash in the sky. It was just like a sunset, and it lasted for about 2 seconds. And right after it, I saw this explosion.
39 years ago today, a charter jet crashed after takeoff from Gander, Newfoundland, killing 248 American soldiers and 8 crew members. It had stopped there to refuel. Judy Parsons watched the plane as it went down.
Eesh.
Ugh.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Clearly, it looks like it's all over for Al Gore at this point. The more we go through this decision, there just doesn't seem to be any place for him to go.
This was back in 2000, 24 years ago today. George W. Bush was transformed into the president-elect as a divided U.S. Supreme Court reversed a state court decision for recounts in Florida's contested election. CBS News correspondent Bob Schieffer reported as the ruling was issued.
We needed a strong global agreement to accomplish this goal. A few hours ago, we succeeded.
9 years ago today, the United Nations Climate Change Conference came to a close as nearly 200 nations meeting in Paris adopted the first global pact to fight climate change, calling on the world to collectively cut and then eliminate greenhouse gas pollution. President Obama delivered the news in a press conference.
Okay. And this happened in 1937, 87 years ago today. Singer Connie Francis was born. At one point, Francis had everybody wondering, who's sorry now?
Sorry now? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
84 years ago today, singer Diane Warwick was born. She has gained her greatest fame singing songs written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Among them is I Say a Little Prayer for You from 1967.
67. And then in 1957, 67 years ago, singer Sheena E. was born, and she's best known for her work with Prince, George Duke, and Ringo Starr, and she's also known for The Glamorous Life. That song.
I lived here and you stole this house from me.
54 years ago today, actress Jennifer Connelly was born. Here's her birthday is today. Her credits include The House of Sand and Fog.
Okay.
Amy, looking sexy.
You think they don't have mirrors in there? I know how I look.
This is a birthday cut. 49 years ago today, actress and neuroscientist Mayan Balick was born. You knew her as Blossom, and then Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler, also a neurologist on The Big Bang Theory. I thought she was really good in Blossom. I watched that series
but I
a
don't
little
know
bit.
her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
You don't know how to pronounce her name?
No, I don't.
I just pronounced it.
However you pronounced it.
It may not have been right, but I pronounced it.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
We're going to get on the phone during the break, and when we come back, we should have with us Mary Jo Huff, and we're going to talk about one of her books, or several of her books. One of them is called Chicken Fun, and just the title sounds like it would be fun. That
interests me. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Mary Jo. Stay with us.
Right.
And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We have with us on the phone Mary Jo Huff. Can you hear us, Mary?
I can hear you.
All right.
Good morning, Mary Jo.
Having a little trouble
Glad that you're
hearing
here.
us early on in the phone's conversation, but we want to welcome you to Around the Table here today, and we're featuring a lot of authors that are not in the mainstream, but they're on a quest to write books and in whatever genre they want to. And you seem to adore children and want to write for children. Is that correct?
That's right. I owned a preschool for 38 years with 115 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. So that's where my brain goes.
Oh, my God.
You are a child at heart.
Some days, yes.
And what was your first book that you wrote?
Well, I wrote 9 different resource books before I decided that the stories that I have told these children needed to be in print. So the first book was No, Ebenezer, about a dachshund that got in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
But he was loved on the very last page, just like we love children no matter what happens, and
right.
Animal people love those animals no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Right.
How was that process in the very beginning? Did you learn a lot from writing your first book?
I learned more than we would ever have time to talk about because I love to take classes. And so I would sign up for things, and I sit here with 2 big screens on this desk, and sometimes I'll get 2 and 3 things going at one time.
Right.
Oh.
Yes, I learned a lot. What I learned was that I really didn't need a publisher. I wasn't going after the big 5. That was not my goal.
Mm-hmm.
My goal was to show the people that I've been with for so long how to open that book and just read about that dog. And then my favorite story in the whole world was next, and that was called Chicken Fun. And that came from a song that I wrote and recorded.
A song.
And
Okay.
It was a song, yes. And it paid my bills for about 9 years, that song.
Oh, you hit it gold on that one.
Print.
Yeah.
Yes. And it has been very successful. It in the world of self-publishing, I consider it very successful. I have a little niche.
Right. The cover of that book is adorable.
That artist is out of Ohio. And I guess in this world we live in today, I could be accused of stalking her because I found her work in another book.
Uh-huh.
And I did my best to get a hold of her, but she never got back with me. So finally I sent an email and said, I have your address. I know where you live in Ohio. I live in Indiana. I'm coming over.
Oh, my gosh.
And she responded.
Oh, my God. A
How
threat.
awesome. That is cool. Well, I was looking on Goodreads, and I could find you. So, I was like, other people probably searching you, too.
Well, if you know, that's another piece of time that it takes to keep up with all that. I am on Goodreads, but, again, they have a process of taking time to do all those things.
Right. Well,
now you say you've written how many books? 9?
Well, those were resource books. Now
okay.
I have three picture books on the market, and another one coming out in 2025 that probably I'm so excited about that.
Oh, good.
It's called The Predictable Persimmon, and it's about the old legend of splitting the persimmon seed and seeing the weather prediction.
You believe in that?
It's a picture book.
Okay.
I want to know if you believe that about the persimmons.
Well, you know what? I cracked those seeds every year for those preschoolers and told them that story. So,
yeah,
there you go.
True or not, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
They remember too.
That's awesome. Wow.
Now, when you say picture book, is there any writing in it at all, or is it a story, or just pictures?
Oh yes, no. The Chicken Fun book is basically a number book. It's a double set of numbers, and it's a left to right correlation and rhythm and rhyme. The Predictable Persimmon is a story about a bear family, and Mama's going to make persimmon pudding, but she needs to get the persimmons, and she sends Bradley Bear out. So in the process, he gets help. And in the process, the squirrel sneaks off some persimmons when nobody's looking. So at the very end, the consequence is he doesn't get as much pudding.
Oh. Hey, Mary Jo, I want to know, were you an actress? Have you acted? Have you been in music a lot?
I'm considered a professional storyteller.
Okay. All right.
So in my world here, it's I visit early childhood centers all over, and I pack my little suitcase. I do it according to the season, and I just go and take my stuff and open the suitcase and pull out a puppet and put on a song and tell some stories and say goodbye and come back later. My name's the Story Lady.
Now, are these stories off the top of your head, or do you stick with a script?
Well, most of them I've written,
and
I plug them into the season to fit. I can take the same story and tell it every season and just fix it.
Right.
Well, there must be a huge gratification doing that for people, to get their immediate reaction just feet away from you.
Well, when you're on that side of the story and you see the faces of those children, it's amazing. But sometimes the amazing thing are the adults that don't have a clue what's going on until you open your mouth. And I love to watch them as much as I do the kids sometimes.
Yeah.
What tickles me the most is when somebody says, "How did you do that?" And I'll say, "You were sitting there." What do you mean, how did I do that?
That's very interesting.
Well, we looked at your picture and thought, I bet you'd be a fun lady to hang around with. Very creative.
I've been accused of a lot of things.
Well, we noticed that some of the pictures that we researched, you're a hat lady.
I am a hat lady.
Yeah. So
I always wear a hat.
Are you belong to any hat clubs? You know, there's a hat club.
Yeah, you know, the ladies in the purple and the red.
Yes.
But I'm not a country club woman either.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to take that time. My hats are for the kids. I Velcro things on my hat, so I change them.
Aw, that's so fun, though.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Do you have grandchildren?
I have 8 grandchildren and 3 and a 4th great-grandchildren.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I think that you would be quite the entertainment for them as a grandma.
We like to hang out. We like to hang out.
You bet. You make it fun, no doubt.
So the Predictable Persimmon's coming out next year?
Yes, it'll be out in 2025. And you know, in Indiana, Mitchell, Indiana has the only persimmon festival in the United States.
Didn't even know they had. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
What do you do at a persimmon festival?
You eat persimmon ice cream, persimmon pudding, persimmon cookies.
Okay.
Persimmon everything.
However you can.
It's amazing.
Really? Okay.
I remember my first experience with a persimmon. I think my grandfather says, "Go ahead and take a bite out of that."
Ooh.
And of course it wasn't.
It was off the tree.
It was right off the tree. Yeah.
Oh no.
And I think my mouth shrunk up to 3 or 4 sizes smaller than what it was.
It'll lock your jaw.
Locked my jaw. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So, have you got any more? Have you got any new ideas for books other than the persimmon?
Well, I got 3 or 4 in my computer. I'm always banging around on 1 or 2. And but again, it takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of perseverance.
Yeah.
Right.
So I bet you if you figured out the amount of time you spent by the hour, you would be broke.
You'd be broken in the hole.
Yeah.
But I work still. I do keynotes and workshops, and I'm a licensed trainer in the state of Indiana. So I work and get paid so I can spend that money.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Well, I know you're available on Amazon, but are there other places that people can look for your books?
Well, my website is the other place.
Okay.
It's storytellingwithoutaG.com. It's a southern version of storytelling because somebody already had the one with the G. So I just dropped the G and did a little southern version.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I'm a Kindle person. I see you're on Kindle, so yay.
One more question before we go. Now, you're associated with a group of authors. Do you get together and throw ideas out, and how does that work?
Well, I've met a bunch of authors I go to the Ozark Creative Writers in Eureka Springs in Arkansas.
Yes.
And Dr. Clarissa Willis was a professor at the University of Southern Indiana in my hometown, but I knew her from Tennessee. So when she came here, she then said, "You have to come to Arkansas." So I've been over there several times. And here in Indiana, we are getting ready to form a group. I have a writing partner. She just retired as a second grade teacher, and she's a prolific writer, and she'll get her first book out in 25. We both beat that a lot because she really needs to do that. So she's found a niche, and she loves bats, so she's got her bat book coming.
Okay.
And she probably has 6 or 7 sitting. And we work together. If she tells me that line doesn't work, I reread that line and figure out why she said that. And so I appreciate her totally, and I feel she appreciates me.
That's good.
So, that's a good collaboration then, for sure.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Now, Chicken Fun, is it still available?
Still available. It's hot a commodity. I'm signing 400 of them on the dining room table right now.
Oh, my gosh. Would they be a good Christmas gift for somebody?
Oh, yes. Anybody that likes a little rhythm and a little rhyme, because it's chicken 1 and chicken 2. Let's all do the chicken chew. Balk, 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 balk. So,
okay.
I love it.
I knew we'd get something out of you. Mary Jo Huff, thank you so much for coming on. Maybe we'll have you come back again when the persimmon, the predictable persimmon is out. We'll talk about that maybe next year.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds
Thanks
good.
for having me.
Thank you.
All right. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. And that was Mary Jo Huff with mini books she's got.
Yeah.
I'm glad she had that little rhyme at the very end.
That was cute.
That was very helpful.
We were waiting. We knew she had it in her. Well, and I asked her about being an actress and because I was reading some of the stuff on the description of her, what did she call them? Some kind of the 9 books. Reference
books, yeah.
But because they're not just stories, they're reference books, and it was talked a lot about rhythm and whatever. And I thought, well, maybe she's musically inclined, and then you have to be an actress almost to, it helps.
Well, it sounds like it's in her. Maybe she
exactly
found that.
Anyway,
light yet. Okay.
I was curious about that.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more from Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stick around, stay with us. We're having fun. Be right back. Okay, welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We're hitting Thursday. Oh, well, go ahead and whistle.
I can't whistle.
Oh, you're pretending.
I pretend.
Oh, you're lip syncing.
I'm lip syncing.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do it now. I can't laugh and do it. Good grief, that
Sure you
doesn't
can.
work. It was not. You can whistle. I cannot. I can do.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
Hey Dan.
Yes,
Do you use Google to search anything?
Do I need to search something?
Do you search anything on Google
Oh, I
ever?
do. Oh, yeah.
Like everything?
Well, when I can't find something on Google, I can usually find it. I got a couple of other sources.
Yeah.
Google's my go-to for
Right.
random, controversial things.
Like we'll go and we'll look up we've had to look up definitions
Uh-huh.
of stuff. So, yeah.
Yes.
We'll go to Google
Anyway,
for that and
You
pronunciations.
got a reason for
even.
asking me that?
Yes, because the list of the year's most Googled topics is out. What do you think number one is? Like the presidential election
that would be one of them,
dominated
yeah.
Google.
Okay.
Specifically the day after Election Day. After Election Day, when a surprising number of searches asked, when is Election Day? So they were asking the day after. When is Election Day? And it had already happened. Like they weren't very engaged in that is what I'm thinking.
Well, you know how the things like that happen, though. You're not really engaged in what's
Exactly.
going on, and then all of a sudden people start talking about the election. You go, well, when is the election? I'm going to go on Google and find out.
It was yesterday.
Oh,
You
it was
missed
just-
that?
We've done that here on the show. We've pulled up events and say, well, you can go here, and it's December the 4th. Oh, that
Yeah,
was
I
last
did that.
week.
We did that. We did that Monday.
We did it Monday.
Searches for the answer to the New York Times word game Connections was the third most popular. Hurricane Milton, Olympic medal counts, Toby Keith and Liam Payne were also among the 2024.
I have no idea who Liam Payne is. Toby Keith, I know, because
yeah.
he died recently, right?
Somebody, yeah, and Liam Payne was too. And I'm sorry to say, I don't have any idea. I'm not
Okay.
going to say anything.
Well, you know, they also on
You can
Google
also
they had
hum. Oh, go ahead.
Huh?
Yeah, talk about that.
weirdest trends.
Keep going.
Oh, you're talking about this hum search.
Yeah.
You can talk about that in a second.
Okay.
The list of the weirdest Google trends of 2024 is out, and it includes the burnt toast theory.
No.
That
What?
small happy accidents can change your life for the better.
Who said that?
I don't
Who would
know.
always say small happy? Oh, it was Bob, the artist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Bob, right?
Little, little accidents happen every day.
This is
and
what
it's-
happens, people, when you get old. You can't remember crap.
Anyway, other trends including Gen Alpha slang, specifically parents trying to figure out why the heck their kids keep saying Cap and Sigma. The mob wife, aesthetic dominated as the top search vibe, while the word demure was the top search for meaning of 2024. 2024.
Demure.
2024,
Were
yeah.
people trying to be demure? Women, specifically?
Yeah, that's a woman thing, right?
And it was Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, yes. Did somebody tell you?
No, I started to Google it and I went, okay, it came to me.
gotta be
See,
Ross.
sometimes it just has to process for a little bit
Yeah.
longer than it used to. Also, Google has a hum search.
A hum search.
Yeah. This year, Benson Boone's Beautiful Things beat all other poorly hummed songs on the site. It's no surprise since it has become a favorite on TikTok. But yeah, you can hum evidently in a tune, and hopefully Google will be able to understand it well enough to tell
Really?
you what the song is.
I know that when I'm doing my editing, Star Trek editing, I use the music from the series, and it's acceptable to use that music as long as you give credit.
Right?
So I will, when I'm editing, I will look at a scene and I'll say that scene reminds me of the scene that I'm putting together for myself. Reminds me of a scene in the series. Well, I have the
Okay.
series on my computer, so I'll bring it up and I'll go to the scene what I think it is, and I don't know what the music is, so I've got an app that I can listen to the music, and it'll
yes,
tell me
Soundhound,
what it
or-
is.
well, yeah, there's several of those.
So then I
bet.
just insert that in.
Ah.
So there are apps that you can use.
Soundhound is what I use.
Yeah, I can't remember.
There's probably some that don't have everything because I've come across some that were random, I guess, or
I think it's Shazam is what I use.
Shazam, yeah.
Shazam.
But yeah,
there's others.
we're not here to promote Shazam or Soundhound. We're just stating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody cares.
Yeah.
So this is kind of heartwarming.
Okay.
Couple sets record for oldest newlyweds.
No.
Oh, after 9 years of dating, a Philadelphia couple has just secured their spot on the Guinness World Record books as the oldest newlywed. I'm sorry, newlyweds. The groom, Bernie, is 100 years young, and the blushing bride, Marjorie, is 102. They got together at a senior facility after they had both lost their spouses more than 60 years ago. Marjorie credits her health and longevity to, guess what? Buttermilk.
Oh.
That's what she says.
Really?
Yeah.
Buttermilk.
I wonder if she just drinks it, if she bathes in it. You know, it's probably I don't know.
You know, when they started talking about how bad certain things were for you as far as cholesterol and, you know, too much cholesterol in your body.
Yeah.
And then they said you shouldn't drink whole milk. You should drink 2% or
it's changed.
Fat-free. And no butter. And you got to have oleomargarine, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I just found out, I heard this the other day, that butter is now a superfood. It's so good for you. Straight butter. Butter.
People are always, I'm always leery of putting too much butter in something because of the fat in it.
You need fat in your system.
I know, you have to have good fat,
Yes.
like avocado fat, and I guess butter fat. Is that like
That's
acceptable
what they say.
now?
So superfood is what they say.
Yeah, in 10 years it'll be something totally different.
Totally different. We need to take another break. Or do you want to talk about something else, or did you have anything?
We can
You
get
got one?
into no,
Go
but
ahead.
we'll get in. Well, I don't have another one
When we come
really. When we come back, we'll talk about the CEO and that.
Yeah, we got.
there's more stuff on that.
That's an amazing thing.
Yeah,
what people are doing with this the
in support,
insurance CEO killer.
in support of him.
Yeah, in support.
So,
all right, we'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We were talking earlier about, getting on Google and doing research, and then we kind of wanted to slide right into the phenomenon, I guess, that's happening right now with this Luigi. What's his last name? Luigi
Mangione.
Luigi Mangione.
That's how it's spelled.
Sounds like a musician. Luigi Mangione is coming up next, and he's going to be he's going to sing tenor.
Well, I don't believe he's as far as I know, he's
well,
not a
he's a
musician.
superstar.
He's
become a superstar.
Y'all, he shot somebody. It's like, come on.
Yeah, we were talking about that during the break, and we thought, the insurance monster or the industry is there's probably corruption involved.
I know.
But it's so big. What's one person going to do? Don't kill somebody.
Yeah,
be an advocate or protest or something. Get that out of your system somehow.
I think that we've kind of discussed that yesterday. The fact that it's never justified. I mean, not that I couldn't understand it. I don't know his story really. You don't know the true story. Only he does. But
and I think that's why a lot of people are gravitating to be sympathetic to him.
He's coined the heartthrob assassin.
Oh, is that right? Is that what they call him?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just the cops in New York have really had it with everyone rooting for him. Why else would they be so eager to release ballistic and fingerprint results that they claim are a match between Luigi Mangione and the crime scene? Etsy is selling tons of Luigi-related swag. The Levi's hooded jacket he wore is flying off shelves. Folks are holding Luigi Mangione look-alike contests, and someone started Luigi's crypto that currently is selling for 2 cents per meme coin.
Okay.
There you go. Wow.
And also in New York City, they're posting wanted posters of other CEOs around the area. The murder of the insurance company CEO has inspired a creepy warning to other big bosses. Someone in New York is going around plastering walls with wanted posters for other healthcare CEOs, including the one who was executed. That one was had a red X through it, like one down, so many else to go, or whatever.
Wow.
The New York Police Department says the posters are showing up everywhere, and cops are trying to take them all down.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of it's really a sad thought that that's even a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think it's the temperature of the country. We're, with President elect Trump is, I was going to say Bush for some reason. I guess we did a story on Bush. He's coming into office.
Right.
And his whole message is we're going to clean up. We're going to clean the stuff up that you don't like. And I think most people are feeling that way about big CEOs.
They're tired of it. They're tired of getting
shafted,
robbed and shafted.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. We live in that world.
Yeah, we want to live in a fair world.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, gas prices are going down. I saw a story about that.
I did too, but yet food and everything else is high.
Yeah.
So inflation, gas prices might be the lowest they've been in almost 3 years, but everything else keeps going up. Yeah. More expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
gas is going down. I wonder why that is.
It doesn't really say that.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't allude to why, but yeah, I don't know.
Now, did people that are on Facebook, and this happened to me yesterday.
What?
It went wonky.
Yeah.
Kelly was sending me some messages, and I sent her back messages, and she says, I didn't get them. I said, yeah, I sent them. Sent them to you. And then I saw somebody post something. This is about the time I need to get off of Facebook because it just deleted a bunch of stuff that happened. Well, anyway, Instagram and Facebook were down yesterday. A lot of people couldn't get on Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and their threads. It was down for hours on Wednesday afternoon for the most part, with either they were getting errors or finding that the Instagram stories weren't showing up. Meta said it was a technical glitch, and they've since fixed it.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Also, I'm just going to hit on this. We need to go to day is, I believe. Okay. But I do want to say that Tesla announces plan for robo-taxis as GM scraps theirs. But I'm not going to read the entire story. There's your headline.
All right.
Taxi.
Today is Times Person of the Year. And guess who it is?
It was Taylor Swift last year.
It's Trump this year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. Okay, then.
Yeah, and which is surprising.
Yeah, that surprises me.
Yeah. It's also National Gingerbread House Day. Have you ever made a gingerbread house?
Yes.
Oh, you just flat cookies, glue them? What do
no,
you
they
use
had
for glue?
A kit. There was a kit. The icing is what you use for a glue.
Oh, I've always been using glue.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, and I was wondering why my
you.
stomach was hurting so
That's
bad.
What's wrong with you, Dan? Okay, it's Festival of Unmentionable Thoughts. So I guess let them have a party in your brain. I don't know.
I'm not going to mention what I've got unmentionable.
Me neither.
There you go. National Poinsettia. Is it poinsettia or poinsettia?
I don't know. I've pronounced it both ways, so what do I know?
There's an IA on the end.
Yeah.
Tia.
Do you like those plants?
Yeah, they're all right. You can't. Dogs can't eat them though.
No,
that's for sure.
can't.
They'll kill them right away.
National Ding-a-ling Day. I work with one. Big ding-a-ling right there.
There goes your mic.
Jude Law gets a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today.
Ah.
There you are. We'll be back tomorrow.
I put my name in for one, but I never got a return.
He's still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
We will wait for you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.